Alright, hello guys. I am potting up a couple of things, and I figured I would tape it. It's not going to be super interesting, but I figured I might as well. So I have my haworthias and cocoon plants that I pulled out of the ground the other day, and I let them callus over because I had taken a whole bunch of leaves off. I wanted to make this far shorter because it was getting really leggy, and some of these bottom leaves were really like they were damaged and stuff. So in order to make it look more pretty, I had decided to do that. So I got a really deep pot in order to put that in, and I'm gonna have to move some stuff around here, but in order to get that all in here, I'm gonna have to dump that all out. Put a little bit back in, and stick that in there such that it's where I want it to be sitting. Probably about good. And then we're just going to fill that all up with dirt. I'm getting all my other ones dirty. I'm doing this in my kitchen, and because it is very, very windy outside today, I had to end up bringing all my succulents and plants in because we're supposed to be having 40-mile-per-hour winds tonight, and a lot of my succulents are in tiny little pots, and they probably would have gone everywhere. So I decided to just go ahead and bring them all in. So there we go. Look, now he's in his little pot, and hopefully he will root up a little bit. And then I can put them in the shallower pot later. So, okay, and we have our haworthia. This is the pot it was in before. But I made it a little smaller because it was also getting really, really tall and like top heavy, and just wanted it to be a little bit more compact. So I'll go ahead and just stick that in there. I've also seen sometimes these guys like spread out more, but I haven't been able to get it to spread out. It just likes to grow in this top little thing here. So it's doing pretty good though. So I'm happy with that. Okay, and then I got all these tiny little pots for my other guys. So these ones I got hopefully a couple of roots on these. Stick them in there and they should do all right. This one's got super long root on tiny little root, and then super long root on this little guy, so he's gonna be dump that out to get that all in there. You just have to kind of make it all weird. The roots all funkified in there, but it'll be all right. Get the dirt in here, and this is just the soil is just succulent mix with some extra perlite added, and I think there's a little orchid bark in here. I had put a little orchid bark into the container where I keep the soil, and so it was just kind of in there. Okay, what do we got? We got this little guy. I'm gonna put you. He only got a tiny little root. Where is it? There we go. Tiny little root on him, so hopefully he'll do all right. There we go. And one more cocoon plant with the roots. Stick that right in there. All right, try and stick that right in there. Yeah, I really love this cocoon plant. I'm really big on the succulents that are, very textural. So like I like the haworthia because of the little dots that feel cool, and the cocoon plants because they're so fuzzy. One of the other ones, my favorite is, I really like my ruby slipper because that's also a fuzzy one. Okay, and now, and since those have already calloused over or whatever, now I'm going to go ahead and water them because they need water. So I'm right next to my sink. You're not going to be able to see this part, but I'm good. That's going in there eventually. So, yep, that is my quick little potting project today. I didn't want them to sit out for too much longer, so I really just needed to get them back into some soil. And, okay, there we go. It's going through there. I always think this one plastic thing that I got is interesting because you can see how wet the soil is, like, down in there, too. These are actually just little containers you're supposed to put in your lunchbox for your kids. And I took it and I drilled some holes in the bottom, and then I used the lid as a little thing. I thought that was cute. I'm very proud of myself for that. So, okay, so that's really it. Not much all that interesting. I'm just gonna let these guys get all thoroughly soaked and put them back with all the rest of them. So, okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.